Ruthless. I remember.
What happens when a victim becomes a weapon? Season 5 of The Handmaid's Tale isn't just about survival, it's about transformation, about what happens when trauma stops whispering and starts screaming. June Osborne is no longer asking for justice, she's taken it. But in a world still ruled by Gilead's iron grip, can you fight fire without burning everything down? This season gives us more than revenge. It gives us blurred morals, fractured alliances, and the terrifying realization that even the ones we root for can lose themselves. In this video, we're breaking down the most intense moments.
Run.
The subtle symbols, the biggest character shifts, and hidden parallels to real-world power structures that make Season 5 one of the most thought-provoking yet. From June's descent into fury, to Serena's rise in unexpected ways, to the slow unraveling of Gilead's grip, nothing is simple this time around. So before we dive in, do this for me. Comment below. Has June gone too far or not far enough? Like this video if The Handmaid's Tale still gives you chills. And subscribe if you're into smart, eerie storytelling that goes deeper than surface level plot. This is a channel built for fans who want more than just recaps. We're here for psychological deep dives, hidden details, and the questions no one else is asking. Because here's where the darkness begins to make sense. Let's get into it. Vengeance isn't justice, but for June Osborne, it's a start. The Handmaid's Tale Season 5 begins in blood. Commander Fred Waterford is dead, slaughtered by June and her fellow survivors in the woods. But freedom doesn't come with a kill. It comes with a cost. June is free, but she's not okay. Her daughter, Hannah, is still trapped in Gilead. The guilt is growing. The rage is louder, and the system that broke her still standing. As she spirals deeper into obsession, her marriage to Luke begins to crack. Even her closest allies start to question how far she's willing to go. But June isn't looking back anymore. She's ready for war. Meanwhile, Serena Joy takes her pain and turns it into power. A grieving widow in public, a calculating strategist in private. She manipulates the media, earns sympathy, and repositions herself closer than ever to influence. But Serena's playing with fire, and the people she thought she could control, they start turning on her one by one. Back in Gilead, Commander Lawrence tries to sell the illusion of a more merciful regime while still enforcing brutal control. He's building something new, something dangerous. New Bethlehem, a city where fugitives can return under surveillance. Aunt Lydia's faith is shaking. After years of loyalty, she begins to see Gilead's rot from the inside. The brutal treatment of the handmaids, the lies, the hypocrisy. It's not God's work anymore. In Canada, not the sanctuary it once seemed. Refugees are treated with suspicion. Anti-Gilead protests erupt. June and her allies aren't just fighting the past. They're fighting to keep the future from slipping away. By the end of the season, everything has changed. Allegiances collapse, power shifts, and as June stands face to face with Serena Joy on a moving train headed nowhere, the lines between enemy and ally disappear. In Season 5, no one is innocent, no one is safe, and no one gets out clean. This isn't just fiction. The world of Gilead isn't pure imagination. It's a chilling reflection of real history. Margaret Atwood didn't invent the horrors in The Handmaid's Tale. She borrowed them. Every punishment, every restriction, every rule, it's based on something humanity has already done. In Romania, women were forced to have children under Ceausescu's dictatorship. Their menstrual cycles were tracked. Abortions were banned. Sound familiar? In the United States, forced sterilizations of indigenous women continued well into the 1970s. Some were never even told. In Nazi Germany, public hangings were used to terrify communities into submission. In Gilead, that's a weekly ritual. Even now today, there are countries where women are arrested for not dressing modestly, where a woman's body is not her own, where rape victims are punished instead of protected. Gilead is fictional, but the fear it creates, that's real, because Gilead is a mirror. It shows us what can happen when silence becomes law.
You can sit. I know we can practice it, but just this one time. So, old Once's aim didn't work out? No, ma'am. Tough luck. This is your second posting, then? Yes, ma'am. Good. My last one was brand new. It was like training a dog, only not a very smart one. I expect you know the rules. Yes, ma'am. Don't call me ma'am. You're not a Martha. Well, look what the cat dragged in. This is the new one. Hello? Blessed be the fruit. May the Lord open and come out of warfare. Praise be to you. May God make me truly worthy. Right. Well, good. Nice to meet you. You too. Get up. I want to see as little of you as possible. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Yes, Mrs. Waterford. He is my husband until death do us part. Don't get any ideas. If I get trouble, believe me, I will give trouble back.
She stood on the podium preaching purity. She wrote the rules. She praised submission. And now she's trapped by her doctrine. Serena Joy, is she finally paying for her sins or playing the system again? Is she a victim or just another architect of oppression who's tasted her own medicine? She's lost her husband, her child, her freedom. But has she lost her power? Let's be honest, does she deserve your sympathy or your silence? And beyond Serena, what about Gilead? Could something this extreme, this brutal, happen in the real world? Think about it. Surveillance, censorship. Women were silenced, controlled, erased. It feels far away until it's not. What if control didn't come with tanks and rifles, but with paperwork, policy, with fear dressed up as faith? Would we even notice the shift until it was too late? Ask yourself, if your rights were taken one by one, would you speak up or stay silent? If you had to choose between your family and your freedom, which would you choose? Could you survive in a place like Gilead, or would you fight until your last breath? We want to hear from you. What side of the wall would you stand on? This is only the beginning. The truth hiding in Gilead, it reaches far beyond this one story, and the darkest secrets of dystopian fiction might not be fiction at all. Subscribe now before the next piece of the puzzle disappears. And hit the bell, because the stories we tell about the next season 6, they won't wait.